Today is March 11th, 2026. This is the Board of Assessment Appeals, hearing number 404, 48 Taymor Drive. The owner is James and Leslie Myers. Appearing on their behalf is Greg Lane, appraiser. Greg, I'm going to swear you in. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you give regarding this appeal will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, please sign there. We're good to go.
Certainly.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So good afternoon, Paulette.
Good afternoon, sir.
My name is Greg Lane. The last name is spelled L-A-N-E. My business address is P.O. Box 578, Southport, Connecticut. I'm a state certified general real estate appraiser, and I'm going to testify on 58 Taymor Drive in Fairfield, Connecticut. This is a single-family dwelling. The crux of my testimony pretty much have to do with where on Taymor Drive this property is located. It's about 3 or 4 streets in from Black Rock Turnpike. So you can see by the photos also, this is a photo going towards the street light. So it's incurable external obsolescence, and that's in the report. I know it's a big phrase, but it's Taymor Drive's busy enough.
Yep.
And he's really close to a state highway. It's audible, it's visible. So I did the best I could as far as comps. I got one on Taymor. Unfortunately, it's on the lake, so I had to make an adjustment for that.
Okay.
I tried to find some other busy roads, so I got Fairfield Woods Road. That one's not bad. And then, where's the other one? Oh, and then, okay, where's that one?
Coleman?
What's it say? I can't even read my writing.
Coleman, 125 Coleman, about 4/10 of a mile away.
Yeah, Coleman. Okay, so it's got to be right up
there. I know where that is, yeah.
Yeah, so it's right up the road there.
Yeah.
Right in there.
Yeah.
I mean, basically, they have the land value too much because they don't have the discount because of the location. Simply put, you know, I'm not telling who to adjust what, but so leave alone that discount. I found the comps, made the adjustments. I did make time adjustments for the date of sale because of the increasing marketplace. That was 6% a year, which is 0.5% a month, which does bring up the value quite a bit. Like comp one, it came up $58,000. That's a lot of money. But the first comp, which is on Taymor, that's on the lake. I had to back out for that.
Yep.
Because that's nicer. Other than that, you know, similar square footage, similar bath count, and the subject property does have a pool.
Yeah, I saw that now.
And I tried to find other comps that have pools, and I didn't, and I don't really see that being a big deal, I'll tell you the truth. Okay. But they're all, I don't know what the town's value is, to tell you the truth. And,
on the pool?
No, just for the whole thing.
Oh, the whole thing? Here it is.
Yeah.
So the whole thing, the whole value on the town has is $1,131,300.
So 1140, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the house is older, nothing great, but I think that I just want to stand out. You know, the house was built in 1951. Standard kitchen, standard baths. I think that photo-wise, with the pictures, we got the street. That's the most important thing.
Yep.
But the bathrooms, nothing fancy. Kitchen, nothing fancy, and it's just on a busy road.
Yeah, that is a busy road.
Yeah.
I sold somebody a house there. It's busy. Oh, yeah, I see. Oh, yeah. Older house.
We used to drag race there back in high school.
Really?
Back in the 70s, yeah. There were no stop signs.
Oh, yeah, they put those in and ruined it. Yeah, they ruined it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going way back. But, yeah, I got comp on Taymor and Fairfield Woods Road. So Fairfield Woods Road's probably the best one because location, it was good. It sold right around the reval time. Little bigger square footage, finished basement. Other than that, that's a good comp.
Okay.
Fairfield Woods Road. And then the inside pictures, nothing fancy, just
yeah, it's
basic.
Still a basic house.
Yep, nothing fancy. He has a finished area above the detached garage, no bathroom or anything. That's where he works out of. So that's his office.
How much do you account for the pool?
You know, it all depends. You got fiberglass pools.
Yep, you got gunite pools. You
have gunite pools. You got heated pools. So those all three are different. And I mean, fiberglass is, there's so many different
Plus, it's not new.
Yeah, I tend to keep it to the low amount because it's not always a feature that's favorable.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So I do acknowledge it. I do, acknowledge more for like a heated gunite. That's
Yeah,
what I-
sure,
You know,
yeah.
you have something that's just like a fiberglass thing, that's like a big bathtub they bring in,
It's like, yeah,
like a prefab. Not a whole lot of value there. It's more the shrubs around it and everything else. And then, you know, so there are variations there.
okay. All right, I have no questions about this, it makes
Okay.
sense to me.
I'm all set with
But
my testimony.
Okay,
So-
I'm gonna shut this off and ask you a question. Okay. All right, this is appeal number 340. The address is 1111 Fence Road Drive. The owners are Timothy and Eileen Hogan. Timothy is here,
Oh, Sean?
I'm sorry, no, Sean, you're Sean.
Yes. I have an
Oh, I'm
affidavit
sorry.
from my mom.
Okay, good, let me
My
go
dad
back.
actually just passed away,
Oh,
so.
I'm sorry. Okay, all right, let me start again. Owners are Timothy and Eileen Hogan. Appearing is Sean Hogan, the son. He's brought his affidavit with him. All right, I'm going to swear you in.
Yep.
Could you please raise your right hand? You solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
You'll sign there. Okay, I'll take that. Okay, all right. Okay, so I was reading this earlier today.
Yep.
So I understand that you're appealing the town's value of $1,796,400, and you'd like a value of $1,400,000 even.
That's correct.
Okay.
I think there was, you know, now that I guess the question is the mill rate.
Mhm.
If the mill rate is going down to 19,
Maybe,
maybe. Okay,
we're not sure yet.
got it.
I personally, this is my own feeling, I have no, I shouldn't even talk about this, but I will. I have no idea what they're gonna do. The
Right.
selectmen proposed 19, based on, of course, the grand list and the expenses, the budget. We have 900, almost 1,000, 990-something appeals to go through.
Okay,
If every time we grant one, the grand list gets smaller.
right,
So we're looking at places like Saskell Hill Road, Harbor Road, the Ridge, there's a lot of expensive homes.
right,
If they win their appeals, a lot of money is coming off that grand list.
right,
So I don't know if we're gonna go to 19. It'll depend on whether or not, when the dust settles, what's the figure on the grand list, what's the expenses, and can it be that?
right.
So I don't know, I wouldn't count on 19, I'll hope for it,
Okay.
okay?
My mother wanted to withdraw the appeal if
Oh,
it
no,
was
no.
going down.
No, you don't do that.
Right. Because the house will probably go on the market for sale. And we don't want to
Oh, that's too bad.
make it,
Well, if you're thinking about selling it, then yes, you would want to, you want to get those taxes down if you could.
right.
That would be the best thing to do.
And it was really, I think the basis of the appeal that had been put together was that the valuation of the home really isn't reflective in the sense that it's somewhat outdated. It hasn't been updated since the initial construction in 1989.
Well, I can't believe it was that long ago that they built those.
Yeah, this was one of the first houses in there. So it still has original bathrooms, original kitchen, etc. Although one of the furnaces was just replaced, but it was the original furnace.
Wow.
From 36 years ago. And then
Oh my
there's
God.
two additional.
I'm sorry, how big is this house?
It's 5,535 square feet.
Okay. I'm just looking because I'm looking at these field cards and, you know, I see the building value. It's usually much lower than the land value.
Right.
But in this case, they're valuing your building at $1,097,100. That's a lot of money for a building. Now, it costs a lot to build a house, but
Of course.
we're talking about a house in original condition, not one updated, so
Right.
I want to know why they think that's so expensive, why they think that's the value. I'll ask him.
Okay.
And then he's got your land at That's 6. Wow. Okay, land value. Okay. Now, this is a property that has a shared driveway?
No, there is a easement for the neighbor's driveway on part of the property, on the left side of the property. And then there is an FB, Fairfield Bridle Trail Association, easement on the right side of the property that goes around the right side property line
For horses?
for horses.
And that's actually on your property?
That's actually on the property.
Wow, okay. So you've got easements on both sides?
Yes.
That's the right, okay. How big of an easement? I mean, how much land did they take up? You know?
I don't know off the top of my head. I apologize.
Okay.
The easement, I know, for the driveway runs up the left side of the property to the neighbor's house, so it's not, the whole left side of the property, it's a portion of it, because it's kind of like an arc. And the easement for the bridle trail is kind of like a sideways Z, for lack of a better term, that goes down the corner of the property.
Okay. I see you have a comp here for 1345 Fence Row.
Yep, that's the house.
At 1.5 represents unrestricted properties. Okay, the subject property. The total one, value reduction. All right, so let's see. Okay, here it is right here. Okay. All right, so that's sold within, yep, they all sold within the right time frame, so that's good. And those are, of course, more.
Correct.
So.
And actually, on the next page, 475 Fence Row Drive, which sold for $1.6 million in 2022, that just went on the market this week for $4 million.
Why do we want to tell anybody that?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, I think they're overvaluing the properties in the association, like the realtors.
Yeah, that happens a lot. One thing about realtors.
Yep.
They'll just push that envelope as far as they can push it,
right,
until they fall off a cliff.
Until it comes down.
Right. They'll just push it, and then it's so funny because it'll be like, oh, it's worth this, and then all of a sudden there's a depression, the market drops.
Right.
Like a rock. Oh no, you can't get that. Well, yesterday you told me I could. All of a sudden the whole story changes. Why do I say that about them? Because I happen to be one.
Okay.
So I can say what I want about them. My competitors are, and even my colleagues have done it. So
sure.
I don't particularly practice that way because I don't think it's good to.
Right, I know they did do renovations to that house, but I've been in that house
$4 million,
for
come on.
numerous years, and I know they couldn't it couldn't increase that much.
Yeah. And by the way, where's the comp for that one? Like when you put the house on the market, you always look at comps because the last thing you want to do is do that, and then they can't get anywhere near that.
Right.
Then you look like a fool.
Right.
And you'll end up losing the listing, spend a lot of money on it, and you'll get nothing in return.
Right.
So where do you get? Is there another $4 million house in the Ridge I don't know about?
No,
I don't think
there's
so.
like one that was 3 that they keep lowering, that's been on the market for a year.
So how are you going to get 4 for that one?
Right.
It makes no sense.
But it's one realtor that handles all of them, that seems to get all the listings.
Erin Nelson.
Yeah.
She lives there. That's fine.
She does.
Yeah, I like Erin.
She's a very
She's a
lovely
nice
woman.
person.
She's a lovely woman.
Yep. And I see, I understand, like, if I was on my street, I would be like, let's try to get it, because everybody's value goes up, but yeah. So no bad reflection on her, I mean, just,
Yeah, not at all.
And you know what, if she can get it, great. Good for everybody.
Exactly.
Okay, so you're looking for a reduction just based on those two things?
Just based on those two things.
Plus the house is dated. Okay, actual market conditions for unrestricted real properties required. Statements for subject property. So after reading this earlier today, I was an appraiser in here appealing one for the first
Yep.
time. So I asked him what he thought about, what kind of a reduction would you give? I mean, if somebody came to you and said, do this for me, do an appraisal for this, I have this on my property, what would you do? And he said it would be really hard because you don't see those very often.
Mhm.
Like to find another property that has them, you probably wouldn't.
Right.
It'd take too long. And God knows where it would be. So he said, you have to try to find a percentage, so it wouldn't be easy. Now you have actual percentages here. Now how did you arrive at those? And the reason I'm asking you is because my job is to present this appeal
Yep.
in the best light possible to the board to get them to approve it.
Right.
So the more information I have about stuff like that, the better it is.
Right. We were looking at kind of, excuse me, the percentages we came up with, we were just using standard appraisal percentages, that we found.
Where'd you get those?
On the internet.
Okay.
Using deductions that were recommended.
How would I find them if I wanted to look them up?
I Googled,
What'd you Google?
standardized appraisal.
Okay. All right. And the reason
Deductions and recommendations.
I'm asking is because I can say, well, they went on, oh, how do we know that's right? Well, if I looked at it myself, I could say, well, I looked at it myself
Sure.
to validate it, and it's real.
Yep.
Okay. All right, so I can do that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I would say that, I don't think that's a ridiculous request. And even, and to be honest with you, I'm sure I don't have to tell you this because you probably already know.
Right.
But, based on those two things, even with that, it won't be an easy sale.
Correct.
Because it's, some people say, I don't care, I don't mind the horses, it's great. Well, so what about their driving?
Right.
And other people are like, no way.
Right.
So you just, the buyer pool gets reduced.
Yes.
So you don't know, you just have to take a chance. You have to do your best and say, well, let's give it a shot. If not, we'll have to lower it.
Right.
So,
Right.
that's the only thing you can do.
I guess the worry after everything that's happened in the last 2-3 weeks, on the home front was that lowering it too much would affect market price for sale.
What do you mean?
In that if a data-driven buyer looked at what the town is saying it's fair market, so if we bring it down too much, then that's bad for the homeowner when selling. So that's why I think she wanted to potentially withdraw the appeal if the mill rate was going down, because it'd still be less than what she's paying now. So.
Well, I understand. I see what she's saying, but people don't always. They just look at the number. Like when they look at $35,000 in tax. Are you kidding me?
Right.
So if the lower number, the better it looks.
Right.
And I don't think it would matter that much. Plus, they have to update the house. So.
Right. They got to update that.
Yeah. So I think fair price. And anyway, whatever happens in here doesn't really mean you have to do that.
No, of course.
You can always ask for more.
No. Right.
And then they think they're getting a big deal. Like, oh look, my taxes are low. I'm paying this. But my taxes are based on this. This is great.
Exactly.
You never know.
Right.
Okay. So I think I understand it. I know where you got the information. And I don't think you're asking for all that much. Let's see. Assessment, yeah. It's got to use the appraised value. All right, so you're asking for a 7% discount on, let me go back to that now. 7% adjustment because of the right-of-way, and then a 3% adjustment because of the easement.
Right.
For the horses. So a total of like a 10% adjustment.
Right. There is an adjustment already on the property card for it, but just don't choose
I see it.
percentage.
Well, he gave you 5%.
Right.
For the bridle path.
Right.
And then he's got something else here. Oh, you have a little over 2 acres, like 2 1/4 basically.
Yeah, it's 2 1/4.
So you always get a discount on that extra piece.
Okay.
Only in Greenfield Hills did you do that. If you're in a 2 acre zone, you have more than 2 acres, he always gives you, which is kind of nice if you're the one that has it.
Sure.
So yeah, so I don't know if that's at 5. So he gave you a 5% discount. You're looking for a 10% discount, which honestly I don't think is unreasonable.
Right.
That's just me. So I think it's fair.
I'd be happy.
Yeah, so we'll see what we can do.
All right.
Let me shut this off. Okay, we're done with this one. The volume up? Okay. This is appeal number 358, 149 Fulling Mill Lane. Kathleen and Kevin Kern. Kevin is here appearing. All right, Kevin, I'm going to swear you in. Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear that the information you shall give regarding this appeal will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. Alrighty, you just sign here. Up here, look. Oh, yeah, okay.
My name's Kevin. What's your name?
Paulette.
Paula. Nice to meet you, Paula.
Very nice to meet you. Okay. All right, so, the town has given your home a value of $1,629,900, and you are asking to have it reduced to $1,350,900.
Correct.
Okay. Town appraisal market value. Okay. All right, so, let me look at your field card first, see what we got here. So no reduction on the land, house. Okay. So Fulling Mill, that's a street that is like up on one side and down on the other?
It's like a horseshoe.
Yeah, yeah. over by-
Oliver's,
yeah, Oliver's is over there, yeah.
It's like horseshoes are on Oliver's.
Yeah, okay. So, all righty. So now what would you like to tell me?
Thank you, Paula, for the opportunity to appeal my appraisal and assessment.
Our pleasure.
The town's appraisal exceeds the property's fair market value based on a number of factors. This includes comparable sales of similar homes provided by my realtor. I did previously submit that.
You did?
I did. It's a part of it. I have it again here.
Oh, good, because they don't have it. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe they do. Okay.
The realtor's opinion as well as my own, the value of my house, also this, what was assessed was higher than the fair market value, supported by two major factors. Our kitchen is unusually small, comprising 182 square feet. I submit a picture of our kitchen. And please note the modest layout without an island with standard appliances, notably a house of this size. Typically the kitchen is 10 to 15% square footage is routinely used, which translates to roughly 390 square feet, which is significantly more than our current kitchen. So as you can see, it's quite a small kitchen, and we all know that the kitchen is the driving force for house.
Okay. Yeah.
The master bathroom is the second thing that drives the house. We also have a uniquely small master bathroom. Our master bathroom comprises only 65 square feet. Does not have a tub as a single vanity, and we have a modest walk-in closet of only 30 square feet. This is a space that I'm never allowed in because my wife is cooking the whole thing. So I don't even know what it looks like, Paulette.
That's good for her, though. Then she'll bring something home. You won't know what's in there.
She's got a good trick there. In summation, the valuation is accurate, and I humbly request a reduction in line with the fair market value.
Okay, so here's your cost here, right?
Correct.
Okay. Warner Hill is right near you.
Warner Hill is, yes.
Yeah, it's a little down street, but it's the same basic neighborhood. Hilltop's further down on Bronson, but still close.
I guess in your role, you have to know where all these streets are.
I sell real estate.
Oh.
So I do know where all these, and I grew up here, so I do know all these streets. Lived here basically my whole life. I was a little kid when we moved here, so.
Oh, so does the town hire you guys to do this? Is that kind of?
We're not hired. It's usually a board of 5 people that are elected.
Gotcha.
But this is a reval year, so we had to add people. Those people got appointed to do this, so yeah.
I had a water bill one time, and they came on, the pipe broke, and I couldn't believe how many people volunteered to be on the water board. I was like they had to do the water stuff, and I was like, wow, that was good. You know what I mean? Because it was just regular people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And there's no pay. It's a lot of work, and but it's it's a nice thing. You meet a lot of people. If you sell real estate, you're really into the housing market and the houses themselves, so it's kind of cool. All right, so that's fun.
Okay,
Now this is good, except that what it doesn't do is it shows me the houses, but it doesn't show me when they sold.
I might have it as a picture.
Let me see if there's anything in here.
It might be more, my realtor gave it to me.
Who's your realtor?
Wendy Ryan.
I know Wendy.
So let me see because she gave me a link, you know what I mean? And I just printed the link.
Okay.
But maybe this,
She doesn't have that here. All right.
maybe this thing. Let's see. You know how to drive this probably better. I don't know if it says the sales or whatever.
Let's see if you open it up, if it says anything. Time Meadow.
Closed.
Close would be it.
Wendy Ryan. I'm happy to property colonial year built. I know you have to have them within that time frame.
Yep.
So I do believe they are, because she was doing this for me and a couple other people. So I do believe it's within the same time frame that the website says.
All right. Actually, I'm gonna keep this.
Oh, market history, list price, listing date, 7/29/24.
Okay,
Status date closed on 2/21/25.
okay. And which one was that?
That's the first one,
High Meadow.
High Meadow. Yeah, and then, so I know where to find it.
Okay. How about the next one, Warner Hill?
Thank you for bearing with
No problem.
me. See, I'm early. Hopefully dinner's not warm.
I wasn't supposed to get out of here till almost 6 o'clock, so this is
All right,
good.
close date is 8/4/25.
Okay. 65 Hilltop.
Oh, sorry, I went to Duck Hill.
Oh, that's okay, you can do Dutch Farm.
Duck Farm. We never know where that street is.
It's off of Mill Plain Road.
5/29/25. My father used to work for the gas company, and he knew every street in Wales. And when I eulogized him, that was like, everyone was like,
That was it, huh?
I mean, he just knew it, like you. He's like you. He's like, oh, it's right here. This is
Yeah.
what you do. This one, the next one is 4/25/25 is Hilltop. Mill Plain. It's funny,
That's this one.
it got cut off a little bit.
Yeah, this is Mill Plain.
Yeah.
What's the street number?
Street number, Mill Plain, is 1477 Mill Plain Road.
Okay, I recognize the house. That had to sell later in 2025, maybe?
10/27/25.
Yep.
And then 60 Walden.
Okay.
60 Walden is 9/12/25. Thank you for doing that. So.
Oh, you know what? I don't have the prices on these.
Okay, I can do that for you. Yeah, I just printed those at work today. You know, the letter did come in yesterday.
It did?
It did. It was. I got an email, and I was like, "Can you check the mail?" And it was there. Walden was 145. Walden.
1450.
Mill Plain was 1323.
1323.
It is funny how they were late on that.
Yeah, they said they mailed them out, but that's they're blaming the post office. I have no idea what happened, but well, that's why I called you because you know, I always ask them.
Oh, did you call us?
Yeah, I did. I called you. I left a message. Where I left a message.
Oh, you did? I didn't.
Yeah, you know what? I called today because I'm like,
I didn't see it.
half the time, when you came in that room, there were 3 of us standing there doing nothing. Because nobody came, because nobody was supposed to come. But if we don't check, like some people weren't checking before, they didn't show up. Well, if they don't show up, they lose that's it, you lose. So I'm like, well, you can't just say they didn't show up, because if they didn't know, most of them didn't know. We had to reschedule a whole bunch of people. So that was a problem. So, okay, so going by these, I would say that your best comps are High Meadow, Warner Hill, Duck Farm. These not so much, only because of where they are. It's a busy street. Walden is a cul-de-sac, but it's got no backyard. This house has like this much room in the back.
We have a backyard.
So those are your best comps. So what I really, I'm going to keep this for now.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm probably going to put this in and keep the one that's in black and white because I wrote on that one, which I'll need. Because I also need to look at them. I have to be able to report to the board and say to them, in order to win, I'd have to say, well, you know, here's his comps, and, you know, this one's the same size, same number of barrels, blah, blah, but that doesn't say that on there. So we have to make sure that we do that to make it, you know, most of the time, as much as everybody's here to help, some people have a different idea about appeals than I do. If it was up to me, I'd give everybody the appeal.
I know you
would. Everybody the appeal because
You
it's like,
seem like a very kind-hearted person.
so it's just ridiculous. So some of these prices are just outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. So with this, I'll take this with me and just look up what's what sizes and stuff. So, okay. I don't really have any other. No. Oh, I ask you about the land. Is your land flat?
No, it's hilled in the back.
Okay.
There's a flat part, but then it's hilled, and most of it, at least 50% of the backyard, is actually hills with trees. We had to cut down a lot of trees because of drainage, but it's really half of it is really hills.
How much do you really have use of it?
Of the backyard,
Mm-hmm.
I would say we have about 45%. And the rest is just kind of like area between, and we have a big development behind us. Like
You do? What's behind
It's not a
you?
development, but it's like beautiful, big, like giant, like,
What's back there?
if you look at this big old house, it's like $3
A
million.
big old, oh, I thought that could be Warner Hill.
Yeah, those are
Wait.
like big,
Yeah.
brand new
Yeah.
modern construction.
Let me see this here. Okay, here's your land portion of the field card, where he's got your land valued at $1,097,000. But it's probably not worth that because of the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that has to be changed. So you need an adjustment on the land because of the topography. As well as the other things. So, okay, so I'll put that on there. All right, I don't think I have any other questions. I think it,
I appreciate your
I
time.
did it. So we'll see what happens. Now, one of three things can happen.
Mm-hmm.
We'll either grant it the way you have it, or we may say, well, no, that's too little, so, maybe we'll give it to them for 1.4.
Right.
Okay, or we'll say, no, we'll leave it the way the town has it.
Right.
If you're not satisfied with the answer that you get from us, you can go to court.
Okay.
Court's in New Britain. It's a little bit of a pain in the neck to get there, but it may be worth going, because what happens is, you go with an attorney, the town will send the assessor and the town attorney.
Mm-hmm.
You'll go in front of the judge, and he's not gonna decide what your property's worth. What does he know?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna say, oh, okay, well, just go in there and figure it out, go work it out.
Mm.
So you'll work out a deal with them, which is unfortunate. You go, well, wait in New Britain to do that when it could have been done here.
That's interesting.
But that's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
So, yeah, so you'll get something, you may not get, and I would say, the way I'm telling people is, if I were the one going,
Yeah.
I would go with my attorney, and I would bring my lunch. And when they didn't give me what I wanted, I would open up the lunch and say, well, I'm gonna have my lunch now, we can talk later. And I would just eat. I'm in no rush. You can talk to me while I'm eating if you want, but, I'm not gonna say yes to that. So, this is what I want. Are you gonna give it to me or not?
Isn't that an interesting?
Because, yeah, it's an interesting way to do it, because they may still not give it to me, but I'm just gonna make it miserable, because if I had to go all the way there, I'm not gonna just take the little
Like,
pittance
who wants to
that's
go to
in
New
it.
Britain?
No,
We got the beach right here.
right.
What do we
So,
leave the beach for,
And
right?
I tell you, I went with, the reason I know this, because I went with a client who
Yeah.
insisted that I go with him.
Yeah.
What a pain in the ass ride it was, but it was
Yeah.
worth it, because he ended up, I kept telling him to hold out for more,
Yeah.
but he was satisfied with finally what he worked out with the town, so it worked out for him.
Okay.
They always offer you something, because they need to settle, they can't just, that attorney can't sit there, or you can't come back, can't be bringing it back day after day.
It's true.
So that's why I think if it's, if you're talking about a couple $100,000 difference in value, it's probably worth
I
it.
mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I wish the house was worth.
Yeah, it'd be nice if it was,
I mean,
yeah.
it'd be nice. It'd be great,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
I
appreciate it. I appreciate your taking the time. I appreciate.
Oh, my
your demeanor.
pleasure.
I appreciate your demeanor on this.
thank you very much, it was my
You have a great
pleasure.
day.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Good
you.
luck
I
to
will
you,
be
hopefully
seeing
it
you around
works
town.
out. Yep, you
Thank you.
probably will, I'm around everywhere. Yeah, I'll tell you how you can find me.
Okay.
I drive a little white BMW convertible.
Okay, I'm gonna look
With
for
a
it.
red interior, you can't miss it.
I'm gonna look for it.
Okay,
Have a lovely day.
you too, thanks.
Okay. The time is 5:39, and this is appeal number 408. The appellant is Connor Nolan, sorry,
Yes.
Connor Nolan. It could go either way.
It could, it could.
Connor Nolan, and the address is 120 High Point Lane. This is Helene Daly hearing the appeal, and Connor, I'm going to swear you in. If you'll raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, if you'll just sign at the X. There you go. Very good. Okay, why don't you tell me, so let me just clarify here, the town has you at 1,558,400, and you are asking for 1,250.
That's correct.
Okay. And why don't you go ahead and tell me how you got to that number?
All right, well, thank you for taking the time to take my appeal today. My name is Connor Nolan, and I'm the owner of 120 High Point Lane. I appreciate the work that the assessor's office and the board do, and my goal is to ensure that my assessed value reflects true market value. The current assessment places my home at about $1.55 million. Based on the comparables and condition of my home, I believe the fair value is $1.25 million. First, comparable homes I submitted show lower assessments. For example, as shown on the table I provided of the most relevant comparable properties to mine, the average of the 12 comparables is $1.274 million, while the home size is roughly 100 square feet larger than mine, and the land size is roughly the same. Other examples, which I included the vision appraisal pages for, are 225 Dunham Road.
Is this in addition to this list?
Yes, so if you flip the page, you'll see my homes included there. And then just a couple examples of ones that I wanted to point out in relation to this.
Would you consider these the better comps?
I would say these are the better comps.
Okay.
Just based on their position in the market.
Okay.
The attributes of the home, which I'll explain, and the sales price during the relevant period from October 24 to October 25. So example is 225 Dunham Road, which was sold for $1.3 million in the same period of the comparable sales, which were considered for when the home is appraised for $1.25 million, while the home is 100 square feet larger than mine, and the lot size is roughly 40,000 square feet larger.
Negligible 100 square feet.
Yeah, negligible, but the lot size is larger, 40,000 square feet larger. Another example is 47 Trillium Circle, which was sold for $1.2 million within the same measuring period and appraised for $1.22 million, while the home is 200 square feet larger than mine, although the lot is closer to 1 acre than it is 2.
After the Merwins.
One thing to point out too is that we moved here in September of 2024, so it's right before the period occurred, and we paid $1.21 million for the home. So I just have a hard time believing with the improvements I made that it's increased in value to the extent that is shown here, especially given the period of time that we're looking at comparables, and that's what the spreadsheet shows, and the comparable homes that I'm mentioning here. So I mentioned 47 Trillium Circle. So my second portion, other than the comparables, is the conditions.
I'll be honest with you, just to interrupt you, I don't know if we'd use Trillium Circle. It's a little different in location.
Closer to Black Rock Turnpike.
Well, yeah, and it's more like that St. Pius area, you know, off of Brookside. But your other ones, like Merwins, yes. Congress, yes. What else did you have here? Something, Dunham, yes. I would prefer to focus on those, yeah.
Yeah, of course. And on the other ones that you mentioned, which I did include, they are deeper into Greenfield Hill. We could hear the highway from our house. I think there's something we considered for that. And yeah, I just wanted to point those two out as being what I thought to be relevant.
Those are the ones you're talking about with the individual VGSI vision appraisal counts.
Secondly, why I'm requesting...
Yeah, you are closer to the highway.
That's right. And the reason why I'm asking for 1.25 rather than the 1.274, which is the average of the comps that I provided, is the condition of my home. So as you can see in the photos which are provided on the back end of my submitted paperwork, the kitchen is in dire need of updating. And I provided a couple photos. These are things that we hope to be able to do, but the cost of the increase in the taxes.
Are those painted cabinets?
These are, like, they must be from 1980s, 90s, that were probably painted. And it's got an old butcher block countertop that is very worn. And the tile, as you can see, it's all very dated. So our intention is to, improve the house and the increase in taxes with the
Old bathrooms too.
old bathroom, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, those are things that obviously they didn't get into the house, but as we're looking at comps and where the average might be a little bit better updated than we have, just
Your
something-
bathrooms seem older than 1980s even.
The house was built in 1960 something.
Okay, so the bathrooms kind of almost look like the original.
Yeah, and the kitchen, I don't know, I can't pin down the
Yeah.
date, but, if anybody updated it, it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So finally, my requested value is what I believe to be reasonable in line with market conditions. For those reasons, I'm respectfully requesting an adjustment of $1.25 million for the appraisal. Thank you for your time, and happy to answer any questions.
All right, let me just see. So you have 2464 square feet, is that right?
That's correct.
So it's not a huge house either.
No.
But now I see it says five bedrooms?
Five bedrooms.
Are they all on the second floor?
All on the second floor, and one of the bedrooms is tiny, I'm using it as a nursery right now.
Okay.
So I am not sure how long that will be a bedroom, but that's part of it.
Does it have a closet?
It does have a small closet.
Okay. Square feet, okay. Good. 25.
In the spreadsheet that you're looking at now, these are just the sales price within the period.
Out of this group here, is there like any top 2 or 3 that you think? Because I'd have to go back and look and see like what the interior of these homes are and why they sold for, like, why did this one sell for $970 on Congress? Is it back right up to the Merit? Tanglewood Lane, was that like?
I did not weigh which ones are the most relevant. I just did within the square footage and the lot size, what the comparable properties are within the 2.62 mile average range.
Okay.
This was pulled from the Vision Appraisal website. The ones that I think.
So maybe we should just focus on these Vision Appraisal ones.
I think so.
Okay. $1,000,003. And then, you have 111 on that, 111, or 1111.
Yep.
Merwin's on both lists, so just looking at that to see if some of these have photos, some of them don't. I'll have to look at that one and see. One, two. If I see the photo, I'll remember it.
Yeah. I'm happy to pull it up if you want, but.
Yeah, well, if you do that, that'd be great.
Sure.
So then I can look at this other stuff. 3, 25, and this was 725. Oh, yeah, I showed that house, 340 Merwin.
Okay.
And that sold for $1,200,002. I think that was a multiple bid too. 1224.
So 1111 Merwin's, similar situation with the kitchen, it looks like.
What's the front of the house look like? Let's see the front of the house.
Oh, yeah.
I do remember that one.
Okay. All right. And then, wouldn't need a picture. All right, so I would just want to focus on Dunham and Merwin's.
Okay.
And then I'll take a look at these also and see if there's anything here that's worth. You certainly don't want to use Hillside 16 or that one. You just stay away from the Congress.
Yeah.
for the 1-4s and, Hilltop, I don't know that I'd use Hilltop either. Here, yeah, we got that. Okay, good. No. Silver Spring, it's a little far up there. Burr Street, I don't know that I'd use Burr Street either. These I want to look at these two and see what they're all about. Burr Street and Congress. And 340, okay. So these two are on that list, and then I'll look at these two. Let's see. Okay, well, listen, you gave us some good comps, and we talked about the interior of your home. So let's see what we can do, because I honestly, I don't think you'd sell for 155.
That's the reason I'm here, so I'm glad you,
well, because at that point, you know, people would expect the kitchen to be done and the bathrooms to be done, and you know, understandably, you have work to do, because I have work to do on my house too. And I'm in the same position you are in. So, all right, so we are going to start, hopefully in the last week of March, we're going to start our deliberations. And we're a 5-member board plus 4 alternates, so we'll be voting on your, I'll be presenting your case to the board. We'll be voting on that, and then you'll hear from the assessor's office. You're only going to hear either, yes, you got the appeal granted to, you know, 122250, or no, it didn't get granted, or like, you'll get a partial appeal granted. So if it's a no, unfortunately, they don't tell you why, and that, but you can go back and listen to the appeals hearing, the deliberations, and see what the, you know, why the vote went the way it did. And then you can always appeal to the state superior court, but I think you got some good information here.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
You're
the
very
time.
welcome.
And so last week of March, and then we'll hear early April, you think, or is it?
I hope so. It just depends on, we have 911 appeals, so it just depends on how we start deliberating, you know, like, oh man. So we, you know, we've done, I don't know, 20 in a night, but believe me, by the end of the night, your head's like ready to explode, you know.
I'm sure it is.
So we're going to try to crank it out as fast as, you know, as best we can. And when somebody comes in with an appraisal, it's like, great, appraisal. We don't even have to overthink this, you know.
That's right. Well, great. Well, I appreciate the time, and if there's any questions or anything I can help with, let me know.
Connor, it's so nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
You too. We have to record them. The time is 6:17, and this is appeal number 866. My name is Helene Daly, and the appellant is Palma Senator, and the address is 42 Pilgrim Lane. Palma, I'm going to swear you in. If you will raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, to help you God?
I do.
Okay. You'll just sign right there. Okay. All right, let's just take a quick look. This is number 866. I'm glad you put this appeal, or this appeal in. I didn't know you were doing that.
Well, I did it, 5 years ago, it was denied, and...
All right, 4200. All right, so the town, well, you're not asking for much.
Well, I didn't realize that when I added that together, I don't think maybe I did.
All right, well, so let's review. The town has you at 1395, right?
Yeah.
884.
Yes.
Your appraised value? Huh. All right. Surprised they didn't do you more. And you're asking for 1308?
Is that what I'm asking?
477?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
It should be more, but I figured they're not gonna do much anyway, so, or whichever. As of last year.
Well, it can't be that much more because, I mean, you're not asking for that much of a reduction, right? So how'd you get to that number?
How I got to that number is, is similar to what I did 5 years ago, except now the things are even worse, which are even rough, and I gave them a pile of pictures too, that for instance, the driveway needs replacing,
Okay.
okay? 12 windows are the
What
original.
did they quote you for that?
One guy came in 6,200.
Oh,
I mean, it's we're talking it's gotta be really dug up. These don't get it justice because you don't see the bumps.
yeah, no, I know. You know what? Mine is worse. It's so bad.
As I said, I just took.
Who did you ask?
I have it.
Oh, is that this one here, DeGeorgie?
No,
Georgie.
Georgie wasn't the one.
Oh.
M&J, was it M&J? Yeah, it was the M&J, I had this guy come in, M&J,
Okay,
paving, and he put 62. What are
okay.
we doing, the driveway, 6,200. You want that, you don't have that?
I have it.
Oh. Oh, so I gave that when I
Yeah.
put in, okay.
Yeah.
I may have had others that I didn't have. So that, I have the original windows of the house that was built in 1964 in 12 of the windows. 2 of them are in the basement. The others are around the original house. I don't have pictures of that, but they also have to fix underneath them too. So anyway, but I haven't done it, but I had, as I said to Georgie, is the ones I did.
How many did you do?
Oh, I didn't do any of them.
Oh, you
I
didn't.
didn't do any of them. I'm saying, I asked them last time, 5 years ago. But anyway, this was what they gave me as an estimate of what it was gonna cost me for the window.
Okay.
And that was, including the ones in the basement, 2,310. So, 23,500.
Is your field card in here? Let me just
Should
look.
be. I have one,
See all these estimates, but
yeah.
I'm just looking. I don't
Here's
think,
my field card.
yeah, it's not in here. That's weird. All right, can I have this?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
And then the screen porch,
I don't know why, for some reason I thought your house was older, it's 1964.
I remember it being built thinking someday I would live in it. Yeah. It should say that on that field.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, which has yet to be done, the screen porch is a hot mess. The wood is rotten. When they made, the guys that lived there before, I'm telling you, did a poor job of doing things. It's garbage, it's rotted, still not done,
Oh, boy.
still not done. And I have, whether this matters or not, but a bee, what do you call it, a carpenter bee nested underneath the top of it here.
Don't you think you're a tear down?
Do I think I'm a tear down? I would say somebody could come and live in that house.
But I mean, you're a quarter of an acre on Pilgrim.
Yeah. Well,
So-
it's the value is my land.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. The land,
The house is next to nothing.
yeah, the land is $1,117,000.
Mhm.
But a builder's not gonna pay that.
No.
No way.
And then
But I mean, in order for
siding.
someone to buy this and fix it up, they'd have to be, they'd have to, all right, so the FEMA compliant rules, 50% of the assessed, you'd only be able to put 100,000 into it. So it's 50% of the assessed dwelling, of the assessed value of the
Of
dwelling.
the dwelling, yeah.
So that's 195 is the assessed value of your dwelling. You take 50% of that, basically, you're just under 100,000, that's all you could do
Yeah.
for that property.
But you could do it in stages.
Well,
You could do
yeah,
that.
but, so you've got that versus a builder buying it and just taking it down. So the thing to do would be to look at what the builders are paying for those lots, for quarter acre lots,
Mm.
with the latest,
But for me, you mean as far as the value itself?
yeah, because, I mean, they have your land valued at $1,117,000.
Yeah.
And honestly,
I've seen them buy property for like a million. And the siding is as old as the house. I mean, it's livable like that. Somebody
Yeah.
could live with it that way, but and I had an estimate on that, was like $46,000.
well, I'm trying to remember the last one that sold over there.
Oh, around the corner from me?
The one,
The little Cape?
yeah,
103.
yeah.
It was on the market for $1.4 million and sold for $1.6 million. And somebody moved into it.
Yeah, but that was an end user, yeah, I do know that.
And I don't know, when the one across the street that used to be the Ernesto Sen's house, he put in a whole big addition. I don't know what it sold for the house itself.
I'm just looking up some new construction and see what people. Let's see, sold.
I don't know what that house.
New construction. 19, 20. Okay. Each. It's a quarter of an acre. Let me just put that in there. Doing it on your phone is tedious. New construction. All right. No. Sunny Home, nope. Sunny Home, no. Beach, Penfield. No, that was bought a while ago. Let me see.
What about that? The house was my first house was 47. It was right on Beach Road, right off of, it was on Beach Road, but it was like between Judson and Fern.
Wait, between,
Judson and Fern. You know, if you were gonna go into the school,
yeah.
Judson, but if you were gonna head to the beach, not the house facing Judson, but the house next to it is a new house.
On Fairfield Beach, on Beach Road?
Yeah, on the beach.
Yeah, that's my client, but that was a custom build.
Right, but
They took it down,
that's
they didn't, they owned the house, they took it down,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
We looked and looked, we couldn't find anything,
Yeah,
and then
I think
they
I
just
maybe
tore
found
down, they had it looked like a ranch, but it wasn't a ranch,
Mm-hmm.
no, yeah.
Yeah, that was, the house to the right of it was a house I lived in, that we had
Birch,
that
let me
house there.
see this one.
525.
Birch. Let me just see. All right, here, oh, no, it's, no. That's not gonna work. Word, oyster, Dwight, there's a compliment, Dwight. I think this is, Oscar did this. Let's see. All right, so, yeah, this one sold in.
Okay, I'll see, hopefully I can find it. Yeah, no problem.
This one is 48 Dwight.
I'm sorry to bug you, but I need to see if you have this file because Sean rescheduled him and he's not on any of our
Where
lists.
is it?
132 Red Oak Road, Thomas Cullimore.
No,
No?
no.
Okay, thank you.
48 Dwight, and, well, it's 0.18 of an acre. But that's, it's a good neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And that sold in May of 24 for $885. Then Oscar Leal put up new construction there. All right, so that's one. That's what I'm thinking, like, you know, in that 8 to
Because I was
900.
also going to ask you if you knew of mold remediation, because I believe I have mold in my crawl space. God knows what that would be, but.
Because yeah, I mean, it's a gray area. You know, you're very, very close to being, I think, a tear down. I'm just looking to see if I can find any other, it's so hard to look on your phone.
Oh, I know,
but
I hate that.
I can look it on my computer when I get home, but, or later, but, I know there's more that we can find that are tear down prices. And even if it's not a tear down, I'm trying to think of the last one that sold that, you know, needed work. You didn't bring in other comps, right? You're the only thing you're bringing is the condition, right? The condition of the house.
Yes, I haven't, well, I have, I mean, some of the,
So,
anyway, if you just look at when I had some of these estimates come in, God only knows what the estimate would be now. It's, you know, a couple of years or more on some of them, particularly the windows.
all right, so you're asking for a reduction of $87,407, right? Just how did you get to that number?
Because I took the numbers from the things that I know needs work being done. But since I haven't gotten the one for the mold yet, I know that's going to add on to it.
Where's that, in the basement?
That's crawl space in the basement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I know some time ago there was some mold, but I didn't think it would spread.
Is that stemming from, like, the flooding when you were, during the storm?
Probably partially of that.
Yeah.
I would tell you that I know I had in the addition, the master bed, the bathroom, pardon me, the primary bathroom, that when I got in the shower, it moved.
Yeah.
So somebody came in and looked and said, if there's a clog in there, which I'm pretty good about that, but I wasn't around.
Yeah.
My daughter was staying there with more hair.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, but it moved. So they took a picture, Denise, and showed me what I had. But I just thought, now I stabilized all that nothing would happen. But I'm noticing more and more that there's getting, you know, in certain rooms, which is around there, it seems there's going to be a mold issue. And that's what I was going to call you, to ask you if you knew somebody that's good at remediating that stuff.
Yeah, well,
So
the mold remediators, yeah, they'll charge you a lot.
Yeah. Well, that's not on my list. So
Yeah.
That's where I came up with when I came up with these, and then the other one was
So
the
the
siding.
driveway is 6,200, what,
Yeah, so it's gonna be a new driveway. The windows were 26,331. The screen porch was 8,500, I think. It's gonna be on that list. And then the siding, which was a couple of years ago, I think I had, I'm gonna give into 46,376.
what was that, the siding?
Siding, replace the siding.
Why,
All of
is
which
it,
All of it, they're hard, to try to fix them, it's hard to replace the pieces, it's dated. You look at the picture. That would be, that can't, which one was that?
23, what's this, the set?
The Giorgio is the windows. And
What's the 23?
Here's the siding, do you have this one?
This one is the driveway.
And the siding in the back, maybe I didn't count it. I must have calculated.
Oh, here it is, the siding, yeah.
Okay.
Roofing and siding. Oh, they do roofing and siding, okay.
I did just get a section of the roof done for the family room. As I said, the only one that's not on here, because I don't have the record for it, they haven't come out yet, so I wouldn't know how much, but I know it's gonna have to be remediated.
And then, what was the other, oh, what is this list here, I see?
Oh, that was in the appeals, it was the housing and the, it was what was appraised, just a comparison for me to look at it. So like the house right next door to me is practically to the right of me. It used to be the Muldoon's house, and it's elevated. But it's basically the same house, except elevated. And I thought the comparison, I said this 5 years ago, that I thought the comparison was, how could you, I mean, I'm still not FEMA compliant, so how am I the same as the other ones when they...
Which one is that?
That was in Muldoon, it was now the...
What number here?
Oh, let me think. Now, it's not as bad, I think. The Napolitanos.
And you're saying they're FEMA compliant?
Yes, they're FEMA compliant now.
And what does their house look like?
It looks pretty much like mine, except it's up 12, 13.
They're a lot lower than you are. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Sorry, that's their assessed value. So they're appraised at 1,597, okay. So they just took an old house and raised it?
The Muldoons, Larry Muldoon and his wife Meg, they elevated it right after Hurricane Sandy.
Oh, and so now the Napolitanos live
Now
there?
the Napolitanos live
Okay.
there. They bought the house
Okay.
from them.
And that's next door?
Yes, to my right.
Is anybody on this list not FEMA compliant?
Yeah. Let me see. Name-wise, the one on the corner, 11, that's not FEMA compliant. They're not FEMA compliant. LeClaire's, Davis, I don't think, I tell you the truth, all but maybe one other is FEMA compliant. I think none of them are FEMA compliant, to be honest with you, except for the one that was raised. The only one that was actually raised was that one.
Mm-hmm.
So none of the other ones have been raised.
Oh, so out of this whole list, only Napolitano is FEMA compliant?
Yes, that is my understanding. Because
Well, what about Hohen? I mean, they're up at 1,777, and Nuzzo.
they're not, she's done a lot of work on that house. That's the one there, the one that's, the Nuzzo? Yeah. Hohen, no. Yeah, that one is, I don't want to say they should have torn it down, but he's a general, he's got an electrical business.
Yeah.
They've done that interior house, and it's the most spectacular thing I've ever seen. And she's a designer.
Oh.
So, but it's not FEMA compliant.
All right, let me find. All right, I'm gonna make a note here. All right, so what we need to do is just find some comps for tear downs and non-FEMA compliant homes and see how you compare. And then we can add that to your file.
Okay.
Because right now, it's hard for me to look at this and know.
Well, they're the only ones, this one is the only one that was listed on my street.
What do you mean it was listed?
Listed.
Lifted, yeah.
Yeah, so making them the only one that's FEMA compliant on the street.
Yeah. Well, they're
Because-
still higher than you. They're still higher.
Yeah, but what I also want to say there is that they have basements. That's what also makes them not FEMA compliant, is that they also have basements.
Yeah. All right,
Okay.
well, yeah, if there's any other, information or comps or vision appraisal that you want to add to this file.
Yeah, I've been trying to get, I don't have somebody who's not coming in until Monday, next Monday, to give me an estimate on whatever remediation would have to be with that, unless I can get somebody in sooner. And some of them, you know, I went on the Angie's list, but,
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that.
yeah, I agree.
You go on Moms of Fairfield and you can get.
Moms of Fairfield?
Yeah, on Facebook, and then you just type in the search bar what you're looking for, and you get tons of great recommendations
Okay, good.
from people, yeah. All right, I'm gonna stop this recording. Okay, the time is 6:50, and I am Helene Daly. This is appeal number 434, and the address is 250 Adley Road, and the appellant is Keith Crutchington, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Keith, I'm going to swear you in, if you will raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give pertaining to the appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay. If you would just sign here. Okay, Adley Road. I sold a house on Adley Road not too long ago. It's a ranch house, brown ranch house, probably about halfway down on the open space side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Huh.
Overlooking,
Yeah,
the cliffs.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right, so the town has you at 688,400, and you're asking to go to 434, correct?
No, I'm asking to go to, I have on my assessment thing, 418, and I'm asking the 303,800.
Are you talking about appraised value or assessed value?
It's just a town's value.
Wait a minute. All right, the town's value, your appraised value is 688,400, okay?
Okay,
And you're asking to go to what?
it's a 303,800.
Oh, appraised value? So that would be market value. That's,
That's market value, that's all I was going by, I don't know anything else.
well, oh, no. So, they made a correction here. Okay, so this is that 418, that's your assessed value. That's your assessed, or I'm sorry, that was well, they made a mistake. Your assessed value was 481,880. 481,880. And so that was your previous, no, that's your value now, 481,880. That's your assessed value, which means that your appraised value is 688,400. So my guess is when you put this number in here,
Yes,
that was your assessed value. Do you have your vision appraisal in here? By any chance? It would show you that. But my guess is that's probably what you were doing, which means that the assessed value is 70% of your fair market value or your appraised value. So that would bring you to 434. Yeah. So if you want an assessed value of 303,800, then your appraised value would be 434. I'm just doing the math here.
I'm kind of lost on this.
All right, so we have two numbers in the town, and in order to figure out our taxes, they take the assessed value times the mill rate. The assessed value is 70% of the appraised value. So, so your assessed value that let me just see, hold on. 70% of 481.80. All right. Your assessed value now is 481,880. I wish I had I'm going to look it up on Vision Appraisal because I have a feeling that's where you're getting these numbers from.
I got these numbers from this piece of paper, my application that you guys sent me.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure you understand, because honestly, an appraised value of 303, you'd have to be like a falling down shack of,
It's not good.
Yeah, but that, I can just tell you right now, looking at that's definitely worth more than three. You almost can't even buy a garage for 303 in this town anymore. I mean, I just want to make sure, because if it's too low,
Then I'll get
we're not going to be able to even look at it. All right, let me just pull up your Vision Appraisal card so that we're on the same page here. All right, so your assessed value your assessed value now is 481,880, and your previous assessed value was 299,810. Assessed value now is 481,880. And previous
we're still doing it, but
okay. So in order for, I'll just tell you, if you put, because you're saying here you wanted an appraised value of 303,800, so I'll give you what the assessed value would mean for that. That would be 212,660. That would be what your assessed value would be, and that's even lower than where you were 5 years ago.
Okay.
So we got it, yeah.
What I'm really looking for is, there's $115,000 difference between these two figures, and I have at least $115,000 worth of work that needs to be done to make it sellable.
Okay, so what the town is saying is that your fair market value is $688,400.
If they could get that much money, I'd sell it today.
Yeah, okay, so let's figure out how we get to this number of 434. All right, let's look at your house first of all. You're on 0.33 of an acre, which is a great building lot. You are 4 bedrooms and 1 bath?
Yeah.
1 bath, okay. And you're 1,638 square feet. What would you say that is? Is that a cape? What is
It's a cape, yeah.
It's a cape, okay. Cape with like one dormer on the side, right?
It has a shed dormer on the back.
Oh, okay.
And a small gable dormer on the front.
Yeah.
Because I needed clearance in the hallway.
Okay. All right, so tell me some of the things that are contributing to this.
Okay, one of them is, the kitchen floor is covered in, vinyl tile. It's coming up in a bunch of places. I have this crack across here, which is coming from a root of a maple tree in the front yard that needs to be taken off and ground away.
Oh, wow. How do you know that's coming from the tree?
Because you could see it from outside.
Oh,
I couldn't really catch a picture of that, but.
Wow.
And it's also going underneath the driveway and contributing to the.
Have you ever had an engineer look at that, or?
No, it's on a slab,
Okay.
so it's.
Oh, you are on a slab,
Yeah.
okay.
So that floor is coming up everywhere. There's more pictures of it in different locations. Then I have other flooring which is underneath the carpet in the living room and in the downstairs bedroom, that is asbestos, flooring. It's 10 by 10 asbestos flooring.
Yeah,
I had both the asbestos, the tile and the mastic tested. It's only in the tile, not in the mastic. But it's under both of them. I have this,
in what room?
the living room and the downstairs bedroom.
Okay,
And this is an estimate from 12 years ago, 2014. $4,800 to remove the tile. This, I've already had that done, that's not counted, but the $4,800 is, and that's from 12 years ago. So it's only gone up, I'm sure.
yeah.
And nothing stays the same.
And that's to remove all the flooring?
Let's remove this tile, this asbestos tile.
Okay,
And,
yeah.
make sure the air is clear and all that stuff, you know, they
Yep.
seal it off, all that
Remediate,
stuff, yeah. And so this figure is low, but that's the figure I have.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Let me get the things so I can go along with it. I'm sorry. The roof on the house, I took out a permit to do the work in 1999. The roof on the house is 27 years old now.
Mm-hmm.
On the garage, it's a double wide garage.
Is it leaking?
No, but it's near the end of life.
Mm-hmm.
The roof on the two-car garage is older than that, like significantly older. Since before, I've lived there since '96, and it's way before that. So the cost of the replacement of the roof is a minimum of 25 G's easily. It could be much more, but it's $25,000 for that.
Mm-hmm.
The boiler, it's a gas boiler. I radiant heat downstairs and in hot water baseboard upstairs. The heat, that is at least from, this is the original service tag from 1980. It's at least 46 years old. It's living on borrowed time. This is the original literature from that boiler. It's a 20-year boiler, limited warranty. It's 46 years old. So,
Wow.
So every time it
It's
cycles
cast
on,
iron. It's cast
yeah.
iron.
So every time it cycles on,
Those are amazing.
it's you know.
But it keeps the basement, right? No, you don't have a basement.
No,
Yours is, where is that? Is that a crawl space?
It's underneath the stairs.
Okay,
It's in the hallway to the
okay.
bathroom. So that's a major expense. Where is it?
So what about these windows?
The windows, my buddy who owns Summit Windows said figure for our town, figure $1,000 a window. And I have two pictures of different windows where the seals, this is from when I remodeled upstairs in 1999. They have condentation between the panes, so the seals are broken.
Yeah.
There's a lot of windows there. I have a figure here somewhere.
Windows are 26-year-old and the seals are leaking. They were installed years ago and were father and replaced two of the single pane windows for the contractor.
So,
Summit Windows 2000. 14 windows.
So, and then in two sliding glass doors, so figure $16K, easy. Where else do I have things? The kitchen work. The kitchen is pretty much a disaster. The cabinets are shot. This is the wall behind the sink. That's just cement backer board for tile, but the cabinets are basically toast and they need to be replaced before I do the tile work. I'm estimating, and you could spend, a kitchen is like a car, you could put as much money as you want into it, you know, and dump it. But I conservatively called that one 25K, I think it was. No, kitchenware conservatively 50K. The stove is, I have a number in here, stove.
So
That's
what's the
1996.
total number of everything?
The total number, conservatively is 114, I have 114.4. And I said plus 10% for contingency, so figure 125,620.
What do you mean contingencies?
You know, Frank, if you run over a little bit.
Yeah, okay. And what's that number? 125,620?
105, yeah, 125,620.
All right, so,
And these are all hypotheticals, like the radiant heat won't last forever. It's 76 years old. One day it's gonna leak, but we have to go with what we got right now.
well,
And
if you
it
took
works.
that 125,620 off of your town appraised value of
Mhm.
688,400, that brings you to 562,780. Do you think you would sell for that? 562.
The way it is now, I don't think anybody would buy it for that.
What do you think it would sell for?
Well, in this town, things are stupid anyway, but.
I mean, it's probably a tear down, right?
Probably.
So,
The land is worth a fair amount.
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I think, let's see.
I mean, I'm not trying to get over in a town, I just want to.
No, I know, but I'm just wondering, because what are you, a third of an acre, that's a nice lot. I'm just,
Yeah, it's not all flat, the back, half of the backyard is,
which side of Hadley are you on?
I'm not on the,
You're not on this open space
Right,
side,
right.
are you? Are you sloping at all?
in the backyard,
Yeah.
yeah, half the backyard is sloped
Okay,
and wooded.
yeah. All right, I just wanna, there's been some, new construction over there on Hadley.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Let me just see.
So, the house is sold to you, it would be at price
Oh,
$1 million. The land over there is actually.
it's a little tedious doing this on your phone, so give me a minute here.
I'm totally.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm not actually that.
I'm just trying to find some, new construction. And yes, okay. And what they paid for those lots.
Mm-hmm. I should have brought whatever they call that card that the vision people put up.
Vision appraisal?
Yeah.
Well, what would you be able to show me on that?
It tells you I think that tells you what the lot's worth or something, I don't know.
Oh, well, no, I mean, I have that here too.
Okay.
Let me see, what's this now, Vesper Street, no. I was looking in the area, but now I'm just gonna put on in Hadley and see what we come up with.
They haven't built a new house on Hadley in a bit.
No, I'm gonna go back a little bit. 'Cause there were two, I showed them. Maybe, time flies.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, that's no. Right when you come in, that's where those houses are. You know which ones I'm talking about. I'm gonna go back
Right when you come in,
Yeah.
there's one that's up high, but I think, I guess the driver comes on Hadley Road, but that's a big house.
yeah, but the land was worth something.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
That's what I'm trying to find here. Because that's what you would, gosh, take that out of there. Seven, okay, that's how it matches. All right, let's see. What number are you? You're 2250, okay. All right. Property history. All right, so here's one that closed, and that was 2013. Oop, can't do that. Nope. Next. Bear with me here.
Oh, that's okay. Take your time. I thought I included a couple of, like, 3 comps of similar sized house.
Did you?
I think I
Well,
did.
that would be helpful, but oh, here it is. Harvester Road.
They were all in that same, I don't know how they designated it, but it's the same thing.
But see, that's all, 565, 522, and that kind of brings you right in line with what I told you by taking the 125, 620, taking that off to 688, 400, that brings you into that 500 range. All right, I'm just gonna go to the next one. Let's see if I can find something here. It was in 21, now it goes back too far. I gotta try to get it as close to the base valuation as possible. Well, here's one. Oh, that's 705. No, that's not good. Let me look at that. Oh, that's because that wasn't a tear down. Okay. Here's the one I sold, $399.
There was a tear down a couple doors down from me that now it's a big giant house for major cash. I think it was over $1 million. It used to be owned by the McDonald's.
All right. I'm going to try something else. Criteria. Let's just see. Those comps are just not helping you. They're all going to be in that. You're going to be in that 500 range still.
Yeah.
All right, Fairfield, Kim.
Even after subtracting what I got.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Do you know?
I wish they had a North Stratfield. They don't have a North Stratfield. They have Stratfield.
Yeah,
I wish they would do North Stratfield and make that a desert, because that's so.
It's definitely
makes such a difference.
Oh yeah, big time.
Oh God, it's just.
2 questions I have for you. Once this is all settled up, then they somebody else determines what's what?
Yeah, so we're a 5-member board, and we will, I don't know, I just had the website up, and now it just changed over to a Wikipedia page. So we're a 5-member board with 4 alternates. We'll all be deliberating on your case, and that'll probably start sometime around the end of the month. you may not hear from us till the end of April,
Mhm.
because we have 911 appeals to get through.
Right,
So I don't know
yeah.
when you're gonna be in the lineup,
Sure.
but, I'll be presenting your case to the board, but honestly, I think you need some better comps, because I'm just not, I mean, you're probably a tear down, so what you really need are, I know they exist up there, I'm just having trouble finding it on my phone, but what you need are comps for tear down properties.
How could
You
I
know,
find the tear down? I mean,
you look at new construction. If you drive around your neighborhood, Harvester, all Lloyd, all those houses, there's a ton of new construction up there. Look at, write down the address, and then look on Vision Appraisal.
Yeah.
And then you can see, it'll show you what they paid for that property before they built it, before they,
Yeah.
put it on the market for 1.9.
Right, yeah.
It'll show you. And if you bring those, even just two or three comps in your neighborhood, if you bring those to the assessor's office or email them in and reference file number 434.
Okay.
Then we can put that with your file. But I really think that's what you need for this appeal.
All right, so now, I don't know what the term is they use, but it's bigger than my street, this area where I can pick my comps out of, right?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, you could go like within a, half a mile radius. Yeah. I mean, I would stick with that area right above the lake there, off of
Okay.
Morehouse,
Yeah.
in that area. And then you could even expand it over a little bit on the way out to Stratfield Road, or, out to
And how
Eastern Turnpike.
recent?
Well, the base valuation is like October 1st, 2025, so you can go all the way back to like October 2024. Yeah. And even a little earlier than that.
All right, and I would be looking on Vision for what exactly?
So by eyeballing those new construction in your area, write down the address, then you go on Vision Appraisal, look for that address. And let me see if I have a Vision Appraisal thing here, and I can show you how to find it. Just give you an example of what it looks like in Vision Appraisal.
And so what would work in my favor?
Well, you want to get it. You want to see what the builders paid for the lot.
Okay.
And, maybe it's in that 400 range. It might be in the 500 range. I doubt it's in the 600 range. But, gosh, I'd have to show you, none of these files here have, Vision Appraisal.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, I might have a sample in my bag here. Hold on a second. I might. Okay. So here's Vision Appraisal.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see here, this is the most recent sale at
Okay.
880. But then these are the sellers before that. They paid $314,500 for that.
Mm-hmm.
So you just go down to this ownership history, and it tells you. So this will be when you pull up these Vision Appraisals.
Yeah.
You're going to see like the new construction prices up here in valuation.
Okay.
And then you're going to go down to ownership history, and you'll see what the builder paid for that lot. Yeah, I mean, if it hasn't sold yet, if it's still like being constructed, and it hasn't sold yet, you're going to see the sale price that the builder paid for it right here.
Okay.
but, yeah, so see, yeah, here's a perfect example, here's new construction. Sale price is sold for $2,050,000, but this is what the builder paid for it, $752,000. Then he built it, and he sold it for $1,875,000. Then it is sold again for $2,050,000. But that, you can see where that is what the builder paid for it. That's the LLC. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay? So that's what you're looking for.
So will all the ones that have been bought by a builder say LLC on them or something? to that
No,
effect?
not necessarily. It might say, something construction.
Okay,
might-
all right.
Yeah. But you'll know because it's a low number.
Yeah.
And you know that it's new construction, so it's not in the millions.
Mhm.
Anything in that, I would say most of them are gonna be around that 4 or 5, maybe 600 number. But that's what you wanna get, and print those out. And then you can either email them to, the assessor, or you can bring it down here and they can add it to, add the actual hard copies to your file.
Okay.
And make sure you put on there that it's file number 434.
Yeah, that's circle that.
Yeah.
For reference.
Okay? And that's gonna help you. That's gonna help you. Because right now, we're looking at, right now, we're looking at 562, 780. Yeah. I mean, that would be what you'd,
If nothing changes, that's what I'd be looking at.
well, I can't guarantee it, but the case you're presenting to us is that because of all the work that needs to be done on your property and amounting to $125,620, you took that amount off of the town's appraised value. And so that would leave you with a new appraised value of $562,780.
Okay.
And what I'm saying is maybe you're lower than that because I think you're a tear down. So that's why you need to find those tear down prices. Yeah. I think your approach is going to be much better for that.
Okay, and do that as soon
Yeah.
as possible?
Yes, if you can get it in sometime next week.
Okay, yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
my work week starts today, I took the day off for a few
Yeah,
days.
I mean, don't go crazy over the weekend. If you can
Okay.
get it to us by Wednesday or Thursday, I think you'll be fine.
All right. Perfect.
Okay?
All right,
And I hope that helps.
it does.
All
Thank
right.
you for your help.
Oh, you're very welcome. And the recording. All right, the time is 7:30.
Right.
This is appeal number 422, and,
Correct. This information, as I checked with the assessor's office Monday morning, I believe, is incorrect. This is correct, and they said the time of the meeting was correct.
okay,
Okay, but this, for whatever reason, and your first name again? I apologize.
Helene. Yeah.
Daly, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
So John,
Yes, ma'am.
John Whitney.
yes,
All right, so we're correcting this. So the appeal number is 422. The appellant is John Whitney, not Chloe Massey, not Chloe and Christopher Massey.
Correct.
That's a mistake.
yes.
But the property is 1-800 Tide Mill Terrace.
No, the
Oh.
property is 38
That's
Camden
wrong
Street.
too? Oh,
Yes,
my
that's my
God.
point. Okay, believe me.
Oh, boy.
You don't want me to
Okay.
get started.
Okay, don't even get me started.
Right.
Okay, all right,
Right.
let me just write this down. All right. Appeal 422.
May I take one of these,
Yes, you
please?
may. 38 Camden Street is the address, and the appellant is John Whitney. All right.
So you're a realtor.
I am.
Did you grow up in town?
No, I grew up on the Jersey Shore, but let me just,
How long have you lived here?
38 years.
Okay.
I feel like
I got you by a
was
couple
born
weeks,
here.
but,
Okay. John, I'm just gonna swear you in.
Yeah,
If you will raise your right hand, which you already did,
Yeah.
for you, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, you've got a great voice. You'd be a
Thank
good-
you. Yeah, they tell me I should do that.
You should make your
I-
voiceovers,
I
right?
can,
Yeah,
well, they always wanted me to do that. And
yeah.
I told them, you just hire me. You know what I mean? I can speak in that
Oh,
I
wait,
don't need a
Are
speech.
you a construction guy?
Yes.
Sound
Okay.
construction. I've heard of you. Are you a
That's Pete Prizio,
Are you a
senior.
Okay, are you a
I was
builder
a general
too?
contractor my whole life, yes.
Okay, you're a builder?
Most everything I did with Greenwich and Purchase, I've done a few things in town here.
Yeah.
They don't have enough money.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
I hear
what,
you.
they're all vice presidents here.
Yeah.
All the CEOs live in Greenwich and
Gotcha,
Purchase.
gotcha.
Okay?
All
I
right.
was raised, coming here in the summers. My cousins ran this town. Henny Leffert was the Park and Recs director. Artie Leffert, okay,
Oh, wow.
was your health department
Oh, wow.
before Sands Cleary and recommended
Oh,
him.
no kidding.
Okay, and the other one was finance director. So there were 7 departments at the time, and I think we ran 3 of them
Wow.
when it was a middle-class town. I mean,
Now,
go
all
ahead.
right, John Whitney, but then the owner name here is Edwin Whitney.
That's my brother, yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
He's, in, what you call it, what do you call that big hole in the earth over there in Colorado, Wyoming?
He's dead?
Yellowstone. No.
Oh, he's in Yellowstone.
Yeah, he works there for
He's
federal
in
government.
the earth. All
Okay?
right, but,
So, real quick, right, here's the field card next door, okay?
so did they ask you to sign an affidavit or anything?
No, and one didn't come in the mail, and as you can see, that, the thing is addressed to me, the letter,
Yes.
okay?
Wait a minute, no. Here.
That I brought with me.
This one? No.
No. The letter I brought with me that shows the time and everything.
John Whitney.
John Whitney, 38 Camden, okay?
All right.
Okay? And I can get whatever you need to bring up the rear. I don't wanna waste anybody's time. It'll take me about 2 minutes to give you the information, and
Okay.
I'll be on my way,
Okay.
okay?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. Number 1, here's the field card. As you can
I got
see,
the field card, yeah.
there was 3 times the land. There are 3 pieces of property with this thing directly next door, okay? It's 30, 36, and 28, it's 3 pieces, okay? With a dwelling on 30,
Okay.
okay? Which is this, okay, it's 3 times the property, sold it for $160,000. Okay, where is the sale price? Right there.
Yep.
Okay? And that was, because the house was, the gentleman before there, Bodnar, okay? He stripped the property, it's in, by the way, it's in the flood zone,
Okay.
okay? You
Yeah,
can't do anything with
very
it,
much so,
okay?
yeah.
The second thing, Helene,
The
is,
Rooster River?
yes,
Yeah,
okay, that's a tributary, where the second one off of I-95.
yeah.
By the way, when I look out my kitchen window, I asked the town of Fairfield to represent me a couple times in the state. I had Frank Ricky out there, okay, on Channel 12 News to also publish that I got about a 30-yard dumpster dumped over on the side of the highway.
Oh, my God.
That has not been cleaned up yet, okay? Along with every other place, across from Pepe's, on the side of that hill, when you go exit 24,
Yeah.
on that hill, and nobody responds. Okay, my dear? All right?
That's terrible.
Well, again, but this is what we see, okay? The next piece, okay, is from our insurance agent, okay? The house is up against the river, okay? We're single men, okay? I have a
Yep.
17-year-old child that lives with me. Samuel, he attends
Just
ward.
pulling it up on a map, too.
Yeah.
I want to see how it
Okay,
goes.
you're at the dead end of Camden Street, okay? It's a dead end. If you got off 25 north, instead of going out to Commerce Drive,
Yeah, I know
Helene,
exactly
if you
what
make a
you're
left,
talking- I know.
okay.
I actually drove down there one time because I was curious.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see it.
Listen, you can always come say hi, okay?
Okay,
By the way, it's in a C zone,
yeah.
okay, when we originally purchased it in 2000, okay? In a C zone in the town of Fairfield, they were able to put 3 other dwellings on that 10,000 square feet,
Yeah.
okay? Today, I don't think they'd let you. When we had an appeal against the town of Fairfield for an overhanging deck into the wetlands, okay? We knew that the water was brackish, okay? When it's brackish, we were awarded the state of Connecticut, not the town of Fairfield. Stanley Lesser threw his glasses off in the appeal room and said to us, Mr. Whitney, I apologize for wasting your time. You're awarded the state of Connecticut, not the town of Fairfield,
Wow.
okay? So we do our homework, honey,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
All right, so anyhow, here is the, from the insurance, agent, okay? Because that house is not painted, okay? I had it power washed this summer, okay? And there are some eaves and whatnot, but everybody wants their house to be, you know, the little house on the prairie.
Yeah.
Why do I have to keep mine up with the Joneses,
Yeah.
okay?
Well, I imagine your house takes a beating too with all
Well,
the traffic and
but it's
everything.
not even that dear. It's like, I don't need to compete with anybody. Look, I grew up in a 14,000 square foot house, 9 bedrooms, okay, and 6 baths.
Oh,
All right? We entertained everybody. But I don't want to live like that. I want to
Yeah.
live comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay? I got a 17-year-old son at Ward. He's finishing up his senior year. But also, when we originally designed the house, the gable end that faces Camden Street, okay? There's a little lip. We were going to add, okay, a family room off of that.
yeah.
Okay? Well, now, you ever try to get through wetlands in this town? I mean, it was bad enough within that Jacobson.
Yeah.
Okay? It's become worse.
Oh, I know.
And
it.
you as a
I
realtor
know
can
it.
appreciate, and the permitting process here is ludicrous.
Yeah.
And if I told you that I built in Greenwich and Purchase, okay, have done over $500,000 worth of gross square footage, and in both towns, I never had to go to the building department.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
But it's stuff like that just, so anyhow, the realtor said, the insurance agent said, John, he said, nobody's gonna give you insurance. Now I know I can go to the state under
Really?
their program, yeah.
That's crazy.
But again, dear, this is the stuff between here, I'm an American, okay? We were here with Washington, we were here with Lincoln, my son's named after Edwin Stanton. That would be my 4th great-grandfather and his 5th.
Wow.
Okay?
Wow.
So, I got 3 relatives in the cemetery over here from the
Wow.
1600s, okay? So, being told what to do when I understand my rights, look, I pay my bills, okay? Matter of fact, most of them are paid in advance,
Yeah.
all right?
So the house next door sold 2 years ago.
For the property and the dwelling. Now, the dwelling was not, it was assessed at, I think, $25,000, which would be the lumber, let's forget the material to put into it.
Yeah.
But because they tore it apart in that zone, you're only allowed to do 50% of the assessed value, as you know.
Of the dwelling.
I was correct. I just said that. That's why I specified that to you.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't born lying, all right? I give you all the facts so that you don't have to, figure it out on your own.
Yep. The town has you at,
$322,000. This is the neighbors, right?
Oh,
It's the neighbor's
oh,
field
oh,
card,
oh,
not
oh.
mine. It says it right there, I think. Doesn't it say 320?
no, the 38 Camden Street, the town has you at 460.
That's
460.
ludicrous. That's ludicrous. You can't get that number in that neighborhood.
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? That's all.
And the house
You're a
next
realtor.
door
You can
sold-
appreciate it. The land is
Yeah,
worth
but
more.
what was the,
There were 3 lots there. Now, the one where the dwelling is really in the flood, I mean, they're all in the flood zone, but the elevation on the front lots there, okay? I could tell you where the water goes. The water did not hit the top edge of my driveway, and those 2 lots, okay, if you were to do slab on grade, remember September 24th, about 8 years ago, when we had that 7 inches of rain in like 3 hours?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well,
But you would remember because you were affected.
no, I was actually at my mother's birthday, because that's her birthday.
Okay.
She's now in Carlton at 94,
Aw,
and
Right.
sharper than both of us.
wow.
And when I did the initial hearing, I said to the gentleman, I said, look, I said, he said, well, what do you assume, that the value is now? I said, $240,000, okay?
And what did he say?
He said, okay, no, he didn't say anything. I mean, that's not their job at that point, I don't think, to say anything.
Yeah.
All right, the people that did that handled the stuff for you guys,
Right.
okay? Look, I know they rubber stamped
Was
90% of that.
So when you say that, was that listed as land or was it listed as?
Well, it had to be both, because there's 3 lots and one has a dwelling on there, and he's improvising it. Matty from up
I'm not finding it.
It's 30 36,
Oh, all right.
okay, there are three different, and that's the other
So
thing.
you know the exact number on it? Oh, you,
The house, yeah, this is 30,
oh,
because it has the house on there, but there are 2 other lots with it.
30, all right, let me look it
Okay.
up on the tax
Okay,
record.
but Matty up in zoning, you know, he's a zoning,
Yeah.
what you call it, enforcer,
Yeah,
Matt Decker,
yep,
he knows, because I see the guy putting more money into the house than it was allowed. I would have bought it if I could have done that.
yeah,
You know, I could have done it, got away with it, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not that guy. I don't wanna be on anybody's bad side. I wanna do what's right and be done with it.
yeah. Just wanna get a visual on this.
So does, Mark, work with you? Why can't I think of his name?
Mark,
Really tall, dark-haired kid. Mark, Italian. I can't think of his last name.
not
Does
great.
he work with you guys down there?
You mean,
Denise Daniels doesn't work with you guys down there?
I know Denise,
Yeah.
I know Denise.
She's my ex-wife's first cousin.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so this, so it was on the market for $299, it sold for $160.
Right,
Yeah, okay,
right.
all right. And it's bigger piece of property.
Yeah, there's 3 lots there.
Yeah,
I would say it's 40,000 square feet, ours is 10.
and it took 230 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why,
Hmm?
I can see why.
Well, again, like I said, I'm just, you know, don't shoot the messenger, kid.
Okay.
How's things? Pretty busy, huh?
Here we have 911 appeals to listen to.
Okay.
Yeah. And 3 lots,
It shows that on there too?
yep,
Yeah, okay.
yep. All right, well, I'm just curious what they went up to. All right, but that's a comp, and I mean, it's sold in.
Yeah, a year and a half, well, almost 2 years ago now that they paid.
1024. Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying, it's within that scope that when they did the
Yeah.
assessment.
Yeah, all right, well, there you go. I mean, that's all I need to see.
Okay.
That's,
And you, look, you know the neighborhood, so,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Do you want the garbage that I look at? If
Yeah,
there's
sure.
anything you can help me with?
Anything, yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Um,
so, all right, we're good.
thank you, my dear. Pleasure
thank
meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you too, and we'll see what we can do for you. We are probably gonna start deliberations the end of the month, because we still have more appeals.
Yeah, no. You
And then
have
you'll
the
be
phone
hearing-
number for me if you need it?
Um,
475,
it's,
just in case something comes up, you got a question,
yeah, hold on, what is it?
475
Uh-huh.
225 0863.
0863. Okay,
Okay?
very good.
Thank you, my dear.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
John.
likewise.
Yeah, all
Okay.
right, you have a good night.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Okay, the time is 7:47. This is appeal number 420. I am Helene Daly, and this address is 349 Stratfield Road, and the appellant is Carolina Guerrera?
Yes.
Okay. And, what I'm gonna do is, Carolina Guerrera, isn't that like a perfume?
Yeah.
Right? I'm pretty
Carolina
sure.
Retta.
Yeah, something like that. I'm going to swear you in. If you will raise your right hand, do you solemnly swear that the information you shall give concerning the assessment appeal now in question should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I swear.
Okay, just sign next to the X there. Okay. All right, I'm just seeing it for the first time, so why don't you, well, actually, first of all, let me just clarify, the town has you at $1,015,000 and you'd like to go to 687, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and how did you arrive at that number?
Okay, I'm
Oh,
requesting,
you have an appraisal. Ah, I love you for this. Let's see, before you go any further, let's see. Who did the appraisal?
and yeah, his license is in the back also.
Oh.
I know I attached the license, but
Joseph, can't read it. Anana?
yes, this one.
Joseph Ananya, okay. Joseph Ananya. Okay, and this was done when?
That was done 18 months ago.
Where's it? I'm just looking for the
date that
the date on here. Yeah. Was this done for a refi or?
This was actually done to be able to sell the property.
Okay. Oh, let's see. Mm-hmm. These things that are the type is so small on them.
Here is what I have in the value of the subject, maybe it's behind that.
Where's the date?
Date of the appraisal was done.
That's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Sometimes it's on the cover page, but I don't see a cover page here.
Maybe.
So,
Let me look at it, I have the appraisal here. Here it is. As of May 14th,
is that May 14th?
2024.
2024. Okay. Okay. So, let's see.
I just wrote some notes that I can read it to you.
Oh, it's a nice house. That's pretty. Where on Stratfield Road are you?
349 is Stratford
Right, but
Road.
where is that? Like, what's the side street? Are you lower?
Marne is the...
Yeah, you are, yeah.
Marne, I'm
Yep.
right,
Closer to Brooklawn.
yes,
Yeah,
Brooklyn and Bridgeport, yes,
Yep.
right in the line.
yep. Okay, so you're 2431 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and the house was built in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
And you are on 0.38 acre, okay. Now, so why do you think your market value is 687?
Okay, I'm requesting a reduction because the current assessment does not reflect the fair market value, right?
Mm-hmm.
An independent licensed Connecticut appraiser concluded that market value at the time was $687,000. This is significantly below the town implied value, which is over $1 million. The property is located on a high-traffic arterial road with approximately 10,100 vehicles per day. This sustained traffic exposure affects privacy, noise levels, and safe
Mhm.
access to the driveway,
Mhm.
which reduce buyer demand compared to the interior residential locations.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, the property is impacted by FEMA, the flood zone design, in a river frontage, which creates lender scrutiny and
So do you
buyer
pay-
hesitation.
What do you
in the
pay in
market.
flood insurance?
Right now, I believe is about $6,000.
You do?
Yeah,
That much?
yes. Just because of, it happens almost
I know
every year.
you've got that brook right behind you.
We do, and in this appraisal, I'm sorry, this is one of the impacts that we had.
But I'm surprised that I'm surprised they didn't build that to FEMA compliancy when they built it.
So that's just the impact of the water, and the water gets all the way.
What is this?
That's when the river just went in, it so happened, and it destroyed about in-ground pool.
Oh, the above ground pool.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
takes everything. You can't
Wow.
have anything in the river.
Wow.
That's why it's hard to tell. There is also documenting, issue including the historic, the basement that comes in. And there is an open building permit with unfinished work, estimated about $25,000 of incomplete work. That does not contribute to the full market. And I have here the open building.
Oh, wow. Who built your house, do you know?
I don't know. For this reason, when this location and physical factor are considered together, the current assessment appears inconsistent with the actual market value. It's completely different to when we looked at any house that are not in the flooding zone and is not in the high.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm looking at age. Yeah, I wish he had used comps that were closer to the time of your home being built, because the comps he used are all older homes. Comp number 1 for sure is like early 1900s. That's the 19. Where is it? Age. Here's his 19. Yeah, the one. Comp number 2 is 1939. Oh, the 1914. Yeah. And then, well, Brookview Avenue. Yeah, it was 1920. All of those are older homes. I know, even though they're updated, still big difference between a 1994 construction and and you had this appraisal done for what reason?
I'm sorry, to be able to sell the house. We couldn't even sell because of that.
You mean to buy the house or to sell it?
Sell it.
Why did you have it to sell it? Most people don't get an appraisal to sell their house.
Right, because we had a buyer that came in and they offered us a lower, so we went to an appraiser to see.
Was it on the market? Were you on the market? When were you on the market?
It was in around 2004. When was the appraisal?
24.
24.
I'll look it up on my MLS data. And how long were you on?
We didn't proceed with it, so I don't know.
But I mean, how long were you on the market before you got a buyer?
We didn't actually, once that the buyer came in, we requested appraisal for once we could actually post him, we didn't do it.
All right, so the buyer backed out.
Mm-hmm.
And why did the buyer back out?
Because of the flood.
Oh.
The flood, at that time, when they came in to do the inspection and everything else.
What did you have it on the market for? Do you remember?
I don't.
I can look it up. Tax. 349. 349. Oops. Okay. Oh, well, no, so it's not even, you actually didn't get it on the market?
No, this is gonna be a sale, and I needed to know.
Oh, this is an off-market sale
Right.
that you were gonna have, I see. Okay. Because you bought it in 2011, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, for $550.
I believe I attached also the, I wanna make sure I give
All right.
the,
For what else?
the permit for the open permit that I have.
Yes.
Oh, okay, is it there? Yeah, right.
What is that open permit for, like what area?
It's outside, it was for the deck, and it was for doing some work, electrical work, in the kitchen.
And, did you ever get anything, like the electrical work in the kitchen, did you have that?
Not completed.
Okay. Deck not completed?
No.
Okay. So anything that's on this open permit was not completed?
No.
Okay. Contractor, Kenneth Nixon. Sounds like a doozy. Sounds like a real doozy.
We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, that's another conversation, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me look through the rest of this. Yep, there's the Rooster River, all right. The value of the ship is determined to be, okay. All right. Oh, there he is. I didn't notice that. Effective date, 5/24, yeah, okay. All right, well, you've given us some interesting data. I'll tell you, all these appeals, there's always something you never expect. I'm sorry that you have a house that was never finished. That's terrible. And the fact that I'm really surprised that he could have even built that house and not made it FEMA compliant, knowing that the Rooster River was right there. But that was 1994. I mean, honestly, that must have been right before
I think the reason is that back in the river, there is a wall. There is two houses that has a built-in wall. Maybe that's how they did it. However, that wall does not stop that river that comes with force. It affects the entire strip.
So that comes right over washes over your backyard.
Oh yeah, we have a shed in the back. It is the shed. And
Oh my gosh,
the force of that river is pretty strong.
Wow. Has it gotten worse over the years?
No, but this is the time that usually it comes in September, out of September. We do have, almost like a neighborhood watch, that we have cameras in the back, and we have like the tree mark with the water. So if somebody's not in the house, we can call them and say that, hey, this is gonna happen.
Yeah. Wow, it's like your shed is going down river, right? Oh my goodness, that's terrible.
I should have brought a picture.
I don't mean to laugh, it's not funny. All right, so listen, Carolina, we are going to be meeting at the end of, probably end of March at this point to start deliberating, and then we'll vote on this, and you'll hear from the town maybe by the end of April or sometime in April, if we get you in there right away.
What happens if it comes appraisal again?
So you're gonna get a letter saying either yes, you got the appeal granted to the 687, or no, you got denied, or you got a partial appeal. So it could be one of three things. And then if you're not happy with that, you can always go to the state and contest it with the Superior Court. But,
Thank you so much.
yeah, and then we'll see what we can do for you, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If you need anything else, should I?
No,
This
I
is
think
done.
we're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah, thank you for getting the appraisal done. That was helpful.
Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna end the recording.